In the half-sleeping time up till midnight, and the half-waking hours before dawn, my spirit first wins and then loses freedom with which I was born. As I lie in my cell, barred and bolted, in the glare of that bright prison light, my soul finds release as a nomad, and wanders for me in the night.
Kill who you wish to kill.
Rape who you want to rape.
Burn wherever you want to burn.
I, Caius Marius,
I, Sulla the Fortunate,
I bless you.
bless you.
Prison and Rome is a very good parallel universe. Most eras have their pockets of prison-like, i.e. Rome-like constriction. Life was hard, life was dangerous, life was violent, life was contained. Life had its laws and its boundaries.
The gods will not hear you. Only I will hear you.
It was wonderful that this particular story, the story of use of violence, of imprisonment in the sense that the cities of Rome, the Rome was a prison, you couldn't get in or out of it. So that had a connection, a parallel with the story, with history, with the prisoners inside a prison, unable to get out, but creating their own social hierarchy. We had bars, but so did they in the Roman times. They had bars. They couldn't get out of the gate. You know, they would be stopped from leaving. They would have to give a reason to go. You needed a passport to leave. That was fascinating. That's why working in that confined space, it didn't matter that we had no real props or we were able to furnish the world. That didn't matter. The world actually existed with the people.
In the name of the gods, I ask you, how many more must suffer? How many more must die?
I, Sulla the Fortunate, stand as dictator for this year. And for the next. And so on. And so on, until I say enough.
There were we actors, kind of acting, surrounded by non-actors who were acting. And some of them were doing it rather better than we were. I thought it was all very, I think the word's organic and instinctive.
They will hunt you down like a baby fox. They will tear you like a duckling. They will smell you out from your hiding place and send you running. Run, little Caesar. Hide, little Caesar.
My name is Warren Adler, and I had the privilege of playing the role of Caesar in the feature film String Caesar. Caesar's journey is one that's very interesting. As you know, we tell the story from when he's a young kid, and we really see his transformation through his teens into his late 20s and into his early 30s.
Caesar.
Most of the guys that I spoke to who had been there for many, many years, I'm talking 20, 25, 30 years, actually went in there as young kids, as young Caesars, and they had no other choice but to learn the tricks of the trade, harden up, and see how they could work with the system to make it work for them.
You are impressive, but I tell you again, as a friend, you're going too far. You forget who you are. You forget what you are. Shit, man, you're the most major debtor in here. You owe us all, including me.
And I decided one day just to venture off on my own, and within the space of 2 minutes, I felt extremely vulnerable. And I'd never gone off sort of unsupervised and unaccompanied, just wandering off into a place where I shouldn't have been. Immediately those boundaries sort of were taken away completely, and I then really got the true sense of what you're dealing with, who you are, where are you, and how I would need to really just harden up and start, you know, playing the part that you need to play within that environment in order to survive, because at the end of the day it's survival. That's what one's fighting for on the inside there.
I am Julius Caesar, and I am the might of Rome, and I stand here before you to ask you for your ships or your testicles.
Oh, young Roman, I will only let you have my ships with the greatest of reluctance. But my testicles, you can have with pleasure.
Caesar does that extremely well, but he uses all his charm, he uses all his charisma, he uses all the skills, you know, that this kid has been born with, and he starts to use it all to his advantage. And the way that he plays the gangs up against each other, the way that he borrows money from everyone.
Time passes quickly now, Caesar. You'll have your $500,000, but this time I want results. Not words, results.
So do I.
Yet the people love him, his soldiers love him, his gang members, in the way that we tell the story, absolutely love him. Everyone is absolutely petrified of him.
What security do you have?
My future.
My name's Grant Swanby, and I played the role of Crassus. Well, part of what I did with the character, what I wanted to do with the character, was to try and, I wanted to blur the line between actor and inmate. Because it's terrible if the sort of actors stand out and the inmates are sort of filling in the gaps, which is not what it was about.
20,000.
25,000.
Just say 20,000.
Just remember the new cameo I want to buy.
If the pirates get you, don't expect me to pay your ransom. I'll let them crucify you with my pleasure.
Sevilla is Julius Caesar's mistress, and she's very seductive, sexy, but she's got a heart, a big heart as well.
I play the character of Nicopolis, who is the concubine to the great Sulla, who is played by Derek Jacobi. I've never worked in a place where with people who are actually playing themselves. It was you're dealing with their lives. It was a complete reappraisal of what acting is like. I've kept comparing what we were doing as actors with what they were doing, because they seemed utterly authentic, and it made me rethink everything about my life as an actor and as a human being. I felt as if I was being airlifted into some extraordinary place.
Probably the most amazing thing I've ever done, purely because it made me see prison as a completely different thing to what I always imagined it to be.
My son, you are nephew to great Marius, married to the daughter of Cinna. Look for no safety in Rome!
I think what I loved about it is that it is still film, but there is a kind of a grittiness and a reality to it is, as you see, you know. And I think, of course, it's fascinating to suddenly possibly have an insight into young Caesar. And I think also, again, for the prisoners, I think always it's so important for people to feel that there's hope. And I think that's what the process did. Gives people alternatives, because I think very often people just get stuck and think they have no alternatives.
Beloved city, Caius Marius waits at your gates. As one who has lived by your laws, with your laws, and fought for your laws, stands now in exile, an outlaw outside your walls.
Yeah, this whole process of this film was quite interesting because it, firstly, it didn't happen according to any rules that one might understand as being the industry, or you really have to share something and give something of yourself to make this co-creative process happen. And maybe it's a better way to work in general. But crazy, I mean, you know, the way life is.
They ask for mercy.
Then they must be shown mercy. Kill them quietly.
I believe that this movie have changed so many people's life. Nobody that I know of that came out of prison after the shooting of this movie is back there.
If one person takes a step in doing something positive, you can inspire a million others.
Since I was 8 years in prison, I had nothing to do for almost 6 years, and here comes a project. It was like I see opportunity, I take it with both ends. I just want to thank this whole project for being there and giving me the opportunity to work there. Thank you.
The movements of the heaven showed me time. I saw that all of time is held in the moments between my breathing in and my breathing out. Time ceases to exist between breaths, so all of time is held in the moments between breaths. As long as I control that space, I rule the world.
We will fight for our cause. Caesar!
Welcome to Rome.